Hey.
We live on my Facebook?
On Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
That SeerNova intro, is that universal or does it say podcast? Can we just hit that?
Oh yeah, I can do that. I'll do that.
Do it.
I was actually thinking of doing that. I'm trying to get people in here anyway. So. Cool. Oh, it's 5 p.m. Eastern.
4 p.m. Central.
There you go. And whatever it is, Mountain Time. Wait, that means it's like 3 then, right? We are launching Nova Nation. That is our subscription side of our platform. We were working on it for a long time.
A little bit.
Yeah. we rebuilt our website more than once.
I think we just did an entire overhaul in January.
Yeah. 2020 we released the comics as like being free, so that's the first step, and then we're like, oh, something's not working here, so we fixed it, and hopefully it's gonna work. So if you ever been on Patreon, it's kind of like Patreon, but better. It's just like a bunch of people's Patreons morphed together.
Yeah, essentially our goal is to like instead of having a bunch of random independent creators that can only put out one comic a year or maybe a couple comics a year, our goal is to bring all of them together into one marketplace. So we're working with tons of independent creators who are putting out high quality comics across multiple genres, and the idea is we want them to be supported by something that can constantly bring them revenue so that they can put more work into their creative endeavors. And so that's where Nova Nation comes in.
Yeah. So if you sign up for a basic membership, you'll get the comics. You can watch our podcast or whatever. We put like the most recent podcast up on like the homepage. And then you'll get like discounts and stuff.
Well, let's start off. Our basic membership, which to get anything on the platform is totally free. You still always want to have free content. So every comic that gets submitted to our platform eventually gets put into our free comic books. And essentially, you sign up, you can read these comics. We hope that you share them. We hope that you support the creators on our platform. And we've come up with a couple different ways to do that. We have merchandise that can be purchased, and we're looking at getting you'll be able to order the physical version of the comic as well. But something that would be much more helpful for our creators is to have something that's coming in on a monthly basis, and that's where we created our version of the Patreon style platform, which we call Nova Nation. And the idea is that we want it to be affordable for fans so that it's not draining their wallet, and we wanted it to do as much to help support our efforts to grow the independent comic book community. So the way that we have it priced out is for $4.99, you get to become a Seer supporter on Nova Nation because we love alliteration, and that is the cost of one comic per month. And with that, we want to be transparent with how we are going to be spending all of this money. So every donation that comes in, 20% will go toward advertising spend so that we can grow the platform even more. And these prices, and these might change in the future, but for now, this is how we're trying to grow the platform. So 20% will go into growing the platform through advertisements. Another 20% will go into improving the platform. So we want to constantly make it better. So we've already got tons of plugins on our site that are running a bunch of features, and some of those have paid versions that will become way better. So that's one of our goals. We want to grow that side of it. And so that's the other 20%. And then the remaining 60% will be divided evenly amongst the creators on our platform based on a point system that we work with our creators to actually develop. And so essentially, every person who's on our platform has a certain number of points they have to meet on a monthly or quarterly rolling basis, a 3 month rolling basis. And as long as they meet those, then we split the profits evenly. And that can include stuff like putting out more content for you, the fans, to read, creating some behind the scenes content for the Nova Nation fans that are actually going to be, a little behind the scenes. So the idea is that as long as they help the platform grow and they keep putting out content, then they will be rewarded for it. So what do you get as a Seer supporter? So this is the $4.99 membership. You'll get access to behind the scenes. So you'll get to obviously read our collection of comics, blog articles, and podcasts, which comes with the free membership. But you'll also be getting unreleased comics. So when comics are first created in our community, very often we upload them to the site before we publicly release them, and that way we can work out all the kinks if there's anything wrong. But as a Nova Nation member, you'll actually get to read these comics before the general public. The next one is unreleased podcast episodes. Now, these are episodes that never get released. So sometimes we do our podcast, we like to talk a lot, and sometimes we'll go 2-3 hours. And in doing so, we'll take a half that episode and we'll put it live. We'll take the other half and put it behind the scenes. Sometimes we talk with a guest, for example, and we're talking about some of their new projects coming out, and we want to launch that out so that people can access what's going on and talk about it. And then we might go off a tangent and go really deep diving into, I don't know, Star Wars lore and why it's wrong, so stuff like that. So we'll get into some cool topics. And so, yeah, that's kind of the objective, is to create unreleased podcasts. We also have behind the scenes of our comics. So we have, what's it called? Concept art. We've got pencils and inks and colors before they're ever even lettered, put into the comics. We might even have variant covers that were never released. So maybe some people have cover arts and we're just like, it didn't quite make the cut, or we just decided to go another way. And so we'll have some of those behind the scenes. We'll have character designs and discounts on our merchandise store. As I mentioned before, one of the ways to support our creators is with merchandise. So you'll actually get discounts to our indie store. Now, that's all the stuff that we've got currently for the Seer supporter. So for $4.99, again, you get to support creators in creating more comics like the ones you can currently enjoy on our platform, and you get unreleased comics, unreleased podcast episodes, and behind the scenes with discounts to our indie store. And because we weren't sure if some people wanted to potentially support even more, we actually created another level above the Seer supporter, which we are currently just calling the Premium Nova Nation members. And with this, you're going to get everything I just mentioned before, plus you'll get two additional things. The first one is early access to a video game that we're currently in development. We're building it through the Unity platform, or Unity framework, right? So we're going to be building it on there, doing GTA style vibe, open world concept for the Seer Chronicles universe, right? So once that gets open to alpha testing, you'll be the first ones to get access to that. And the second thing you're going to get is you'll be able to join our private Discord, where we have creators, writers, artists, and colorists all over the place in our private Discord, where you can actually chat with them. Maybe if you want to create a comic, you can discuss projects with them. Maybe you just want to get behind the scenes and talk with some of our creators. That's where you'll be able to get to do that. And so that's for $9.99. So again, $10 a month. And again, this isn't just to get these comics, because obviously the comics are free. The main purpose of this is to support our creators, and we want to reward you and give you some behind the scenes access to what we've got going on here. So that's basically everything about Nova Nation.
Yeah. There are some cool things that are coming, but it won't be for a little while. There's a thing that we were working on like a year or something ago, and it's not like trading cards, but it's card collection system, whatever it's called.
That's what I meant before. All the stuff that we're going to be spending that 20% to improve the platform is going towards these types of projects.
Yeah.
We've got tons of stuff we want to add to this. We want to make this the best platform out there for independent creators. And I mentioned earlier, we have different genres we want to do. So, we're not just doing superheroes here. We've got horror comics. We've got alt history comics. We've got We're trying to grow some manga on here. We have, tons of different things, crime, fantasy, everything.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the objective.
So one cool thing about like being a part of Nova Nation, besides all the things that you mentioned, there's this thing called the Vault, and you'll be able to like actually see like this concept art and stuff that you won't be able to see anywhere, because now that Nova Nation has officially launched, I'm pulling back like the reins on that kind of stuff on like Instagram and stuff, so you won't really see that stuff unless if
Well,
you
that's really our stuff as well. We're going to have
yeah,
more stuff behind the scenes from other creators on our platform, stuff
yeah,
we've never shared before. So
yeah.
that's where a lot of that's going to be going.
So signing up for Nova Nation, you get to see that stuff. Like I said, there's like this card system thing that we're going to be implementing at some point. Not right away, because we still have to create the rest of them. But
Yeah. Yeah, we can focus on what we got now. So this
yeah,
right now, if you go to SeerNovaComics.com, right? So let me go to the actually let me go here. Go to SeerNovaComics.com. When you first get to the website and you enter our platform, you'll be greeted by the homepage where we have tons of stuff, featured comics, podcasts, trailers, news that's going on in our world. And then we have direct links to the indie store, which the comic books we're currently building out so that you'll be able to order one-off comics from our creators in the merch store. But if you'd like to join Nova Nation, on the top of every page, there's going to be this Join Nova Nation button. You click on this, and this will bring you to our nice little landing page where you can learn a little bit more about what we're doing over here. A lot of this stuff, like I said, the goal is to support new characters, new stories from independent creators. So that's our number one goal over here. We're going to have behind the scenes content, bonus, and we want to make that built out as much as we possibly can. Here's our pretty faces right here, so you can learn a little more about how this came together. And if you scroll back, you can see one of our trailers and the 3 pricing options. We have our free membership, which obviously we hope all of you would join. There's great comics out there. We want you to be able to read them. We want you to, support our creators, even if it's just sharing their content. We have our Seer supporter for the $4.99 a month. So you can just click on this, and then we have the premium Nova Nation. And once you're signed up, every page that you go to, the button will change to head to Nova Nation. And so we're going to give you a quick little behind the scenes. So once you join Nova Nation, this is where you'll be greeted with the Nova Nation behind the scene. We have a nice little table of contents here that will bring you to each of the sections. We've got behind the scenes work. We've got behind our world, part of our video game development, podcasts, Twitch. Whenever we go live, you can just watch it here. We have the Vault, which we were just mentioning a second ago, exclusive discount code, which I'm going to skim past, and featured merchandise here. So scroll back up to the top. Each of these pages, you can click on the links and get a little more behind the scenes about what's going on here, right? So right here we have behind the comics. Click on that. And you can see our little table of contents, and this is the stuff that we're putting together. And I'm not going to scroll down because all this stuff's secret for now. But this is all the content that we'll be having. We're going to have behind the scenes concept art, and we're going to have colors, unreleased comics, any of that type of stuff. So that's what you'll be greeted with right here.
One of the first things that we're actually going to be doing with Nova Nation is we have Chronicles of Horror 2. And if you did back the Kickstarter, then you can read it on the platform. But to do that, you have to actually sign up for Nova Nation. We're going to slowly release it, like one story like every week or two. And we're going to also release the concept art with that. So to see that stuff, you'll have to sign up for Nova Nation. So you'll see like pencils and inks and stuff like that. Yeah, so once all of the stories are out there, then yes, you can read it for free, but like, you can also buy the comic if you want on like the platform. We're still sort of setting that up. The comic web store part, that should be ready in a couple weeks because it's kind of ready. It's just like people have to like, get that running. But yeah, so Chronicles of Horror 2 that will be like slowly releasing as Nova Nation has launched officially today. So yeah, so that's cool. And then
So, Greg, now that they've suffered through 15 minutes of us talking to ourselves, do we want to give anyone who sticks it all the way to the end a nice little promo code?
oh yeah. So if you have watched this to the end, um, we have a promo code for May. It ends at the end of May, so you got to use it before the end of May,
which is in 7 to 8 days.
Yep.
You got to find the promo code.
And when you use this promo code, it's a massive discount. So I would suggest using it. After the trial period, because the promo code is 3 months for paying for one, so it's 3 for 1. Probably could have worded that better.
Basically, you're going to pay for 1 month, but you're going to get 3. But because we're so crazy, we even cut that first month by a few dollars. So for $2.99, you will get 3 months access to Nova Nation, and then every month after that, the price will go back to $4.99 a month, so we can actually support our creators. But we want you guys to get a taste of the back end of our platform, and so that way you can actually enjoy what's going on.
Yeah.
You want to see what's going on.
And if you sign up as a premium member, it's pretty big cut too, because it's normally
$9.99, and instead we cut it all the way down to $4.99, the cost of the Seer supporter. So if you want, you can sign up as a premium member for $4.99 with 3 months access, and then every month after that it'll be $9.99, which will be going to support independent creators creating excellent content. And if you want to see what that promo code is, boom. Don't share this anywhere. Make them watch this whole video. Make them suffer. Yeah. So if you need, you can pause and rewind it and write that down. But I want people who really care to write that down. We're not just sending this out to everybody. So I want it so that if you really want to join, feel free to grab that code and get the nice discount. If not, it's also great to just sign up and immediately start supporting creators. You don't need to use the discount code. That's just in case you're not quite sure if you want to, join the platform or not. But again, either way, join the platform for free. You can always cancel the membership at any time. If you have any questions, you can always DM us at Instagram at SeerNova Comics. So, yeah.
If you do sign up with the promo code after those 3 months are up, you will be charged the normal amount. So if you sign up as a Seer supporter, you'll get charged $4.99 and so on. So just a heads up. So yeah, that's basically Nova Nation in a nutshell for like 15 minutes.
More alliteration. Nova Nation in a nutshell. That's what we should label this video, Greg. We got to label it that.
Nova Nation in a nutshell. Yeah, so sign up today. The links are in the comments for this video. Obviously, once I actually post it to YouTube, it'll be in the description. And yeah, so sign up.